Hi, I'm Jeswin from Team Luminals. I'll be giving you a brief overview of our product BitFund. BitFund is a decentralized funding platform that's set out to revolutionize the process of political donations. So here's the problem. During electoral season, politicians and parties come up with exorbitant promises, employment, construction, benefits, and many more. However, once elected, a majority of these parties delay out or in some cases do not carry out these promises. That's what we're trying to solve. Our solution, BitFund, runs on a decentralized blockchain network. In very simple terms, it keeps a part of your donations in escrow or a temporary holding. Once the elections are over and a prescribed time set after the elections are done, a popular vote is held in a mobile application. If a majority of users vote affirmatively for the party, a smart contract written on Solidity is triggered. This smart contract lets the remaining funds flow into the party's account. If not, the fund is given back to the original donors in percentages. Here's what sets BitFund apart from other funding platforms. For starters, it's decentralized and runs on the blockchain. This means that manipulating the data, the funding history, etc. is insanely difficult and almost impossible. The second reason is the use of Solidity smart contracts. These smart contracts are used to make sure that a third party is not required for the funds to be transferred either to the party or back to the donors. The third reason is that it's written in View 3. This makes it accessible, aesthetic, and a pleasing experience. It doesn't provide any hassle or any hurdle for the average Indian or for that matter the average human being to use it. Now let's have a look into how BitFund operates, its user flow from the beginning to the end. In the beginning, a user signs up using their Aadhaar number, voter ID and their phone number. This is to make sure that all users are legitimate. Secondly, they can connect their bank account. This is very obviously for the transfer, the deposit and the withdrawal of funds. Now thirdly, once a user finds a candidate that they would like to donate to, they can do so using any amount they require. However, the full amount is not sent to the party or the candidate. Only 50% or say 60% is immediately transferred. The rest 40% or 50% is held in an escrow inside our blockchain. Once the elections are over and a prescribed time is over, a voting happens inside our application. If the majority of donors vote affirmatively, the funding is released through a smart contract immediately to the party's accounts. If not, the smart contract triggers the funding to go back to the original donors. This makes sure that even if a candidate fails on their promises, the donors can recoup a portion of their investment. This is the idea behind BitFund. Here are a few snapshots of BitFund while working. The user can sign in, sign up, view the home screen, view news, view candidates, view their donations, etc. Also, BitFund is an open source application, the code of which is hosted publicly on GitHub. Scan the QR to view the entire source code. Finally, let's go over the tech stack behind BitFund. Firstly, we have Python 3. Python was used for some of the backend and it uses multiple libraries to create the APIs like Fast API. Secondly, we have Vue 3 along with Capacitor.js. Vue 3 along with Capacitor provides a multi-platform experience that is aesthetic and accessible. It provides a hassle-free platform for the average Joe. Now we use Solidity for the smart contracts very obviously. Solidity is a new and upcoming language that's used to create smart contracts on the blockchain. Now fourthly, we are using a tool called Replit.com for our hosting. We are hosting our Fast API routes on Replit because it provides a generous free tier and a lot of CPU bandwidth. So that was BitFund, our candidate for the Layer 2 Hackathon. We extend our thanks to the judges, the organizers and SRM University for giving us a platform to showcase our skills. I am Jeswin from Team Luminals signing off.